TC, Spiritual Shepherd. Welcome back, guys. Today, I'm going to get into a number of things, literally a number of things. So, about 9 things that generally help me embark on my journey of success, embark on my journey of the hero's journey. So, we are all the hero of our own lives. I know that sounds so crazy, and it might even sound blasphemous to some people who've never even heard different types of things like this, but you are the body temple. You are embodying the temple of God currently and presently right now for a small given set period of numbered days that might be tomorrow, that might be a few hours, that might be in 120 years. So I want you guys to understand that on these different things, you have the choice and the ability to be able to impact and inspire, okay, for the positive most high, for the highest most high God, okay? The funny thing is generally people who are extremely rich and extremely wealthy believe in God in such a deep way. The first thing that we generally mention is being connected in an interpersonal relationship, that we hear and receive uploads and downloads of the Most High God. That's generally what happens in most. Thank you, thank you, thank you. First person I want to thank is God. First person I want to thank is this. You guys get me yet? You guys see me yet? So let's talk about it. Number 1, uncover the past of your best self with the wisdom seekers, okay? With the wisdom seeker's mind. This is not just about a journey, it's a metamorphosis. So it's ultimately, guys, I'm going to scoot back a little bit. Ultimately, guys, in this, as you are continuously evolving, you are going through a metamorphosis, okay? So there's 3 types of things in the metamorphosis. You are the caterpillar. You are learning how to do different types of things. You're learning how to crawl. You're learning how to train yourself. You're learning how to live. You're learning how to survive. You're learning how to eat. You're learning how to, do different things. Then you go into a cocoon. There's 2 different types of cocoons, guys. So there is the moth and the butterfly cocoon. And as you go into the cocoon, you are going into a metamorphosis. Meta. Morph, change. Osis, the action. The state of being, the state of beingness. So metamorphosis, you are changing the actions, you are changing the self, you are changing who you are and what you are doing and how you are emitting your aura. You can go through your own, let me talk about this. You can go through your own auric metamorphosis. Maybe we'll do a whole entire video on this. Auric metamorphosis. Auric metamorphosis is this, guys, that you are continuously growing. You have an aura around you, and you might be born into the state of red your entire life. Into your entire life. What is the state of red? Survival. You barely have enough to eat. You barely have enough to drink. You barely have enough to live. You barely can do anything. You mostly are in pain and in anger and in frustration and in rage, and you're walking everywhere. You don't have a job. You have all these different types of things that's generally the lower self. And then there's the higher lower self, which is, you can take care of all of those things. You could take care of your sense of beingness, your own sense of identity and individuality, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so you can feed yourself. There's the higher version of everything that I'm going to. Then there's, relationships. There's a higher version of everything that I'm going to say. Then there's relationships. There's negative relationships with people and higher relationships with people. Then there's a sense of will and willpower. There's a negative sense of willpower. And then a positive sense of willpower. Then there's the heart and the emotions and the feelings, and where you can have a positive sense and a negative sense. Same with your speech. You can have a negative sense and a positive sense. And by the words that we create and by the words that we do, we shall create experiences. Our words create these realities. Our words create everything that's around us, 100%. And our thoughts, we can choose to go like this, or we can choose to go like this, and we could do both. So you can transmute your semen energy and your semen and your, any type of sexual fluid, women too. You can transmute and do that through breath work, and you can awaken your brain. You can awaken your heart. You can open your heart. You can have an open heart. Just because you were born with a closed heart does not mean that you won't have an open heart. So we are going through metamorphosis of numerology, of etymology, which is words, and numerology is numbers, okay? And we're going through a metamorphosis of the body. Our bodies emit light. It's called bioluminescence. As we transform our bioluminescence, as we get our bioluminescence, as we cultivate the light within our bodies, we can take it from red to orange to yellow to green to blue to purple to ultraviolet. Okay, the ultraviolet is the high dimensional realms, which is the sun. The sun is the brightest thing. Why does the sun, when the sun comes out, you can't see the stars? Because it's bright. It's bright based on closeness or density or power or source. And so ultimately the sun is our source, which we already understand. So ultimately, guys, guide yourself towards self-discovery and profound transformation. Explore yourself more. Explore yourself more. Navigate the realm of self-discovery. The mindfulness explorer. Be the mindfulness explorer, not mindfulness where you're always full in your mind. You always have a bunch of things going on, but mindfulness where you're being mindful of everything. You're being conscious and aware of every conscious action that you do. You are so inherently conscious. To be self-conscious is to be conscious of your consciousness. So there's no problem to be self-conscious. To be self-worthy is to understand that you are conscious of your own internal and your own actions and your own worth, your own richness, your own sense of self, your own sense of richness. You're enriched, your enrichment. If we are truly going to teach kids enrichment, the biggest thing about teaching a kid enrichment is teaching them that they're already fucking worth something. Is teaching them that they're already fucking worth something. They are worth something. They are inherently worth way more than an adult because they don't have the conditioning and the programming of negative programs and entertainment and music and movies. We are to teach them positive psychology, positive emotions, to be happy for their happiness, to be joyful for their joyfulness, to be happy for their happy thoughts, to be imaginative and to achieve anything. And do not dare fucking say that they can't be something, because we can literally be anything. You might be talking down the next Elon Musk or the next president of the United States or whatever, the next Albert Einstein, because you told them that they were fucking stupid. They told Albert Einstein, they told that Thomas Edison and Nikola Tesla weren't smart enough. Oh, this kid's not smart enough. You want to know what he said? He said, fuck you. He said, fuck you. I am smart enough. I have 46 trillion light hertz frequencies emitting through my cellular DNA, which is 400 trillion. I am 1 in 400 trillion to exist. Okay, let's keep going. Navigate the realm of self-discovery. Wealth mastery, transmuting and building your wealth, building your fitness plan, building your organization plan, building your types of things that you need to cultivate, getting into the strategies of personal growth. Your transformation starts here. Inner self-worth. Illuminate your existence. Don't find your illumination somewhere else. Why do you have to find your light somewhere else? Are you dark? Are you dark, or are you a light being? Are you made of light? Are you a light being? If you are light, then why would you put something over yourself to not show your light amongst the entire room, which is your aura, which is the world? Your environment is the room that you're in. You can change rooms. So let's talk about it, guys. If you're the light, then why would you put a basket over your light? Why would you put a basket over your light? To hide your light? Or would you let it shine for the entire room, for the entire world to see, so then that they can be inspired? And here's one big thing, guys. I know you guys are going to go against it, but when you light one candle, it does not actually dim the other candle. Both candles are lit. So one candle lights another candle. Now 2 candles are lit, not just one. So give knowledge freely. Give wisdom freely. Be wisdom and be wise freely. Be genuine. Be ingenuity. Be ingenuity. Be ingenious. Be wise. Your transformation starts here. Illuminate your existence, guys. Embark on this journey, guys. Sculpt your destiny, sculpt your body, sculpt your mind. The one thing that they cannot take away from you is your mind. They can't take your feelings away from you. They can't take your strength away from you. They could just try to take your resources. Store up things in heaven where they cannot be destroyed or not be rusted, where thief and demon and devil try to take or consume or steal from you. But instead, like I said, guys, store it up in heaven. But if it's on earth, they can take that shit. So the big thing is yes, you might use your external materialism, your spiritual materialism as a way and a means to show people, hey guys, I also do have inner wealth. But in no way, if anything outside of you were to be taken or whatever, that inner wealth would go anywhere. You can create it again. That is the purpose, to sculpt yourself. Picture the future that you desire, the future now that you decide to be, and then be it now. Be that version now. Start today. Start now. Create the metamorphosis now. The holistic morphosis now. Holistic, holy, whole. Like we are whole beings. Whoa. Oh my goodness. We're not incomplete beings because God does not create impartially. We are not partial beings. We are made impartially. We are made in the image of God. You look like God. I look like God. We all look like God. That tells you something, whether you choose to believe it or not. Reshape your reality, because if we've been told and programmed and conditioned this entire way, are we going to embark on our profound journey? Or are we going to just be like, oh, you know what? My journey is just going to be given to me, because people will just give you they'll just give you the work. Okay. You have to create the life which enriches your health, your wealth, your wisdom, yourself, your relationships. And you have to actually truly believe in magic. Magic and miracles are magical and miracle are almost the same word. Miraculous. Okay. I want you guys to understand that it was the three kings that you guys are like the three kings. They were three magi. The three magi are magicians. They believed in astronomy. They followed astronomy. They followed the star. This is personal growth, guys. When you decide to say, I don't know shit. When you say, I don't know shit, you start to learn some things. Because it implies that you can learn. But when you say, I already know it, which is what people project onto me, TC, you always know things. The only thing I fucking know is that I don't know anything. Beyond boundaries. Be boundaryless. The visionary's pioneer's call is the gateway to an extraordinary life. To be the pioneer, to be the visionary, to create your vision, to create your mission. Have a vision of your mission. You guys have been like, oh, I have this, God is behind me and I have a purpose for my existence. Then show me that you have some sense of purpose and live on purpose. Live on purpose. Live like you actually have fucking morals. Live like you actually have boundaries. Or is everybody able to just crush up and kick their dirt on your fucking porches? Are they able, when they say, treat you like a doormat? Well, that's because you allow people to step on your doormat in the fucking first place. Visualize a future as the now, where you're deeply tuned into the universe's wisdom, into God's wisdom. Listen to 100 trillion or 100 billion times or 100 billion times by Hillsong United. It's one of my favorite songs. Guarantee you'll cry. Visualize the now, where you are deeply attuned to the universe's wisdom. Script your saga. So obviously you have multiple chapters, so write the multiple chapters. You have to write it down. You have to script it out, and you have to write it in the continuous present tense as if it's already happening. And then you have to actually program your brain and reprogram your brain that you actually believe it, so then you can fulfill it, so then you can live on purpose with your vision and your mission, so then the saga continues. You have to script multiple chapters. Before the chapters are even fucking being lived, you have to write it down. Wasn't most things prophesied? That means that they were written before they were done. So that means you must write it before you do it. Let's keep speaking facts. Okay. 2 more. Ignite your essence, your internal essence, your biolumin essence, lumen meaning light, essence meaning your essentiality. The first people that were walking with Christ were known as the Essenes, the essentials, the essence. The essence. They were in his essence. They were in his biolumin essence, in his light body essence. Let your soul as light, ignite. Let your solar being ignite. Let your soul ignite. Have passage to unfold your journey towards self-improvement and self-enlightenment. In light in mind. Bring the light from outside, or even bring the light from inside into your mind to have a renewed mind. I know this sounds crazy to people, but like we've been talking about it for thousands of years. Spiritual deepening, spiritual depth. Take action and create fusion, which is light and plasma and energy. So there's solid, liquid, gas, plasma. We learned about this in breatharian. God was a breatharian. Jesus was a breatharian. Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why? Or are you just going to be like, I don't believe him. I don't believe him. Do you want to know why? Because he fasted for 40 days and 40 nights with no food and no water. Just because you said, I'm not going to eat Skittles, that's not fasting from Skittles. You're not fasting because you're still eating 50 other things with toxins in them. To fast is to eradicate your body from toxins to be consumed for a multiple period of days. That's what it is. And that includes water and that includes other things. Let's keep spitting the facts. Okay, so discover the fusion of your ancient wisdom within. You have ancestors inside of you. Ancient ancestors inside of you. The only way that you can learn that is through modern mastery, is through learning yourself. You have plenty of ancestors that created your DNA structure, the ones and zeros, the Malkuth Tekether from Kabbalah, which is the ancient Jewish. I can guarantee you that Christ understood what Kabbalah is. 100%. 100%. By the 22 amino acids and the 22 paths of Kabbalah. Let's keep going. Last one. Architect your abundance and being an architect of abundance. So creating, you are building abundance, brick after brick after brick, which means that you tell yourself, I'm just going to put this one brick of abundance. Yes, this person pissed me off, but actually I didn't get pissed off and I was grateful instead. One brick of gratitude and abundance. Boom. Then another one. Oh yeah, you know what? Even when I was fucking broke for the last 25 years, I still believe that I'm just this rich being and I'm just favored by God. I'm just prosperous in everything that I do. Boom. Another brick, another brick, another brick. And you build a house of abundance because you architected abundance. Okay. Be the prosperity alchemist. Okay. Invite yourself to unlock your own keys of your own life, the greater and the lesser keys of King Solomon. Self, health, wealth, relationships. Picture yourself already transformed physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Take charge now. Charge yourself up now. Take charge now. Don't find your charge in somebody else. If you always have to go somebody else, here's one thing this TikTok went famous when I said this. If you always have to find your self in somebody else, you don't have a self because it's found in somebody else. And if you always have to go elsewhere to find the answer or to find something, then you will always keep looking. You will always keep looking. But if you go inside, there's only so long and so far that you can look until it is revealed, revelation, revealed to you. The 7 seals, the 7 chakras, until it is revealed internally. The body temple is eternal, internal. That which is unseen is eternal. Can you see inside of your body? Yeah, you can use devices that look inside. No, those are just looking into those types of things. What we are beginning to understand in quantum physics is that as we assume and as we live as we are and as we live in the conscious continuous present moment as if we are this thing, whatever that thing is. I am rich, I am abundant, I am healthy, I am in a good relationship, I have good relationships around me, I do have trust, I do emit truth, I do emit integrity, I am integrated, I am wise, I am smart. When you actually have positive form psychology and positive feelings, you have 46 trillion hertz of frequencies emitting when your spine tingles, when you feel goosebumps, when you feel energized. That's pretty much it, guys. Peace, much love, namaste. Take care. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I want you guys to check out this book, Neville Goddard, the Neville Collection. It'll be found in the description below. It talks about the law of attraction and the law of assumption. The law of attraction and the law of assumption it's talked about 400 verses in the Bible, guys. 400 verses in the Bible, and this goes through a multitude of Bible verses and how the law of attraction and the law of assumption are intercorrelated to everything that Christ has said and disciples, prophets, all these different things. Peace, much love, namaste. Talk soon. Peace.